Hi everybody, it's Saturday and I'm heading out in Dumfries and Galloway Forest Park. I've just left Glen Trool and Bruce's Stone, which you saw in the video, and I'm going to head, I think, to Loch Dee to try and get a campsite, and it's an excuse really just to try a new bit of kit that was kindly sent to me. I've had one before. It's Lanshan Pro 1, and as you've probably seen in my previous videos, I do like them, so this will be the third one. But anyway, there's a couple of modifications to it, but I thought this would be an ideal excuse and ideal weather to try it out. So different since I was last year, about just pre-COVID. All this wood has been felled now, and that was all deep forest last time we came up. Nice toy. I'm actually on the Southern Upland Way and Route 7 cycle route as well. So it's a big wide gravel track, so no hassle. First chance to fill up. It's a warm day. Not complaining. Snack time. So I've gained a wee bit of height now. Looking back, you can see where I've come from down there in the valley, and then up above my head here, hopefully you can see it, is the Merrick in the distance there. And I'm going to continue to head straight over the pass up this way. That's me at the highest point now. I can see down onto Loch Dee, so we'll just have a wee look and see if there's any tents on it. It's very quiet today. For the life of me, I can't tell whether this is upside down or I'm looking at it the right way up. I see they've replaced the bench anyway with something new. This was a conventional bench and it was ruined by the punters who bumped it. So this is brand new, but look at it. Looks very new. They must have replaced the original plaque as well. Robert Donnan Bothwick, a doctor in Dumfries for 32 years. He loved these hills. There you go. Right, let's head down to the beach. Through the log anyway. Right, I'm all for making the camp comfortable, but this is a wee bit over the top. So this is the new Lanshan Pro. Comes in a slightly different bag from the last time, kind of compression straps down the side. So in first impressions it looks slightly large, but you can just cinch it down. Anyway, we'll get it open, put it up, and we'll have a wee break for lunch. So it comes with a selection of X pegs, kind of X profile. I don't know if you can see that. They're very strong actually, these. I've seen them trying to bend them. They're not the lightest in the world, but you probably want to swap them out. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think there's about 10 in there. Anyway, we'll pop it up and see how we get on. And I find that I get the best pitch by doing the 4 square corners first. Don't even need to do the rear at this stage, and just pop the pole in and get that bit up, and then finish off tweaking the rest. So I set my pole to about 125 centimetres, which is about right. You can drop it a wee bit in a storm just to make it a bit closer to the ground. It normally gets a nice top pitch if I put it about 125. Put it in handle first, into the pocket. It's easier said than done. You've got to do a wee bit of raking around to get it in the right place, and then pop it up. There's an elastic tie at the bottom which you can put around the pole, and you can see that's already almost standing on its own. And then you've got this main guy line to come out and get pegged in. I'll try and get it in about here. It's unfortunately this sandy ground, so I'll probably have to use a stone in this wind just to make sure it holds. that should hold it. There's another line comes from the guy point back up, and there's a kind of double latch which allows you to attach the cord from the door on the left and the right, so you can have both doors undone or have them one on, one off. So let's get them on. So they just latch round, and then you've just got a usual guy line tensioner. Just try and get the doors out nice and tight. That looks not too bad. Right, we'll start tensioning it up now. You've also got the head and the foot tensioners, which just pull it out and give you that wee bit extra room above your head and foot when you're inside it. And you could put a walking pole on here as well to prop it up even further if you prefer, but it's not too bad. As I say, it's probably just a wee late lunch stop, so it was really just to show you around it. I'm sure you've seen many videos. They really are good tents, I really like them. 690 grams roughly, which is pretty good unless you start going to DCF, which would cost you a hell of a lot more money. These are very good value, and I'll put the retailer's name below, who kindly sent it to me. Thank you very much, guys. But yeah, I'll hang on to this one because I really do like them in the summer. They're just excellent. Lots and lots of room. You've also got another tension at the back here just to create a wee bit more volume round about your sleeping area, which helps as well. The tie backs are quite simple, so just an elastic toggle, elastic and toggle. Actually, I like these. I prefer elastic to non-stretch nylon because it tends to undo itself, so it's a wee bit more secure. And then you've got a J door. Now, I actually don't mind the J door in the sense that it doesn't hang in the duct, but it'd be nice if it opened up the whole way. So possibly a T-zip would be a bit more flexible, but I guess that would up the production cost and possibly the weight slightly. So always a compromise. The tent also comes with a couple of wee repair patches in here as well, which is pretty good. Never had to use them yet in any of the models I've had. They are well made. They seem all computer cut. There's just a nice level finish in these 3Fs ULs. I think they're actually better made, dare I say it, than Nature Hike. Not that I don't dislike Nature Hike. So you can see there I've just popped the elastic around the bottom of the walking pole, but the ground here is quite soft anyway, so it's well jammed in. That's going nowhere, very strong. The one thing they do recommend is that you seam seal it, so I've used Silnet on all the main seams. Always looks a bit scrappy, but to be honest, well worth doing. They supply you with a syringe for it, but strangely not the Silnet itself. And I don't even use a syringe, I just use a tiny little paintbrush, and you can use some thinner to make it easier to apply. Right, let's get a wee soup or a tea on or something, and a banana sandwich just to get some energy up. If I'm going to be heading back, it's another 3 hours out. Plenty of room inside, they really are good, they've got lots of width behind you. You can also see the perimeter mesh that runs all the way around it, so it has good airflow, which you can control by dropping the height to some extent or bringing it up, but it also means that condensation doesn't run straight into the bathtub, which is pretty important. And you can see here the extra width at the back. There's enough room almost for a dog if you're a dog owner, but I put sometimes the pack and bits and pieces in here. There's also one wee pocket at the end, just enough for a mobile phone, odds and sods, earplugs, etc., your watch and your phone at night, but that's all you really need, to be fair. Plenty of room, plenty of floor space. So it makes for a good lunch shelter if nothing else. Right, tea is on. You can also see there's a wee hanging loop in here for a torch. Doesn't suit for a candle lantern because you would burn the mesh below it. But it's okay, I can put the candle lantern in the vestibule, which is very generous. There's absolutely no problem with the space you get in this. Well, it's a wee break, isn't it? I think what I'll do is I'll just finish up here. It's been very comfortable, but officially we're not meant to be camping yet, so I'll probably just as well heading back and get another day walk in tomorrow. But it's been nice being out in Dumfries and Galloway, very quiet, very restful. That's it, and with both doors tied back, just gives you a nice big view. If it was really nice weather you could sleep with that actually. but it also dries the tent out from condensation if you get wet conditions, so it's quite handy. The one thing I would say about a sill nylon tent this size is you do have to go around and tighten it up, because it does tend to relax a bit as it gets cooler and stretches. So you kind of just make sure you pull all these tight to get a better pitch. Okay, it's time to go. We'll get this wee beastie down. It's just as quick to take down as it is to go up. It's also worth mentioning the reinforcement at all the corners and all the stress points nowadays, which didn't used to be in the old one. And the zip cover has got a stiffener in it, so it never snags, which I love. So many tents I've got that snag the zips all the time and tear the nylon. Actually, the new stuff sack design does make a lot of sense, because you can you just ram the tent in wet, whatever, without having to be too precious about folding it. It used to be quite a bit of a nightmare to get in, it was so tight. Okay, that's me, suitably refreshed. Time to... Thank you again for watching. I'm going to head back now, so see you for the next one. By next week we'll be out of lockdown completely, so we should be able to get some more overnights. So I'm looking forward to getting them on video for you and testing some new gear which is on the way. So thanks again, see you soon.